So, on my journey to reach six figures, there are a few things that a lot of people do normally that are good ideas, but that I chose not to do. Not necessarily because I'm personally against these practices, but because I was either too lazy or I didn't have enough money. Or I don't want to spend the money in order to invest in these practices. I am actually sitting right outside of the Google campus, a completely beautiful day out, and I just thought it would be nice to sit outside instead of walking because it is kind of a heat wave in Seattle right now, and so it's really hot. And I just found a nice place in this shady spot right in front of the Union Bay River, whatever this river is called. And I don't necessarily have a reason not to do all three of these things. However, these are the three things that when I am thinking about how I could better my finances and how I could better my journey to $1 million net worth by the time I reach retirement age, these are the things that kind of keep me up at night. These are the things that are always on my list to get into. However, I get stuck in a state of sort of analysis paralysis where I am thinking about all the things that I need to do, but I'm not making any movements. And so, really not helping myself at all. And if you guys can relate, let me know in the comments whenever you reach something in my video that you can relate to, because I would love to discuss it with you. And all I ask is that you guys do not judge me too hard, because even though I've been doing this for about 8-ish years, there are still so many things that I'm wanting to learn, trying to learn, and some things that I just don't know. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. And if you're into that, please stay tuned and we will get started with number one, which is consulting in a financial advisor. I have never one time, or will I in the near future, be consulting with a financial advisor, mainly because it's not free. I am not working with the type of capital to where an accountant or a financial advisor is necessarily needed. And so, because of that, I haven't put in the effort to do so. Now, outside of my recent question of whether or not I can invest in my Roth IRA, I have made it pretty clear that I won't be looking to a financial advisor in order to grow my wealth, because so far, for the last 8 or so years, I have been able to do so just fine using low cost, low fee index funds in the stock market. And so going forward, I think that's what I'm going to be doing unless I somehow win the lottery or open a business. Also, I want complete control over when and how I move my money within the stock market. And I know with financial advisors, you sort of have to give up control, especially if you don't know all of the material that they are steering you towards. You never know if there's going to be some sort of end goal for a financial advisor, or if they're going to steer you towards something that would benefit them in the end. And so, because I have those trust issues, I would rather steer clear of them. The second thing that I don't do on my financial journey that is probably a good idea to take part in is investing in crypto or real estate. And the reason why it probably is a good idea to do this is because it gives you diversification beyond just different sectors in the stock market. Right now, I'm pretty diversified, but only within one sort of alternative income, and that's stock investing, ETF, index fund investing, which is great, right? All of the sectors are covered where I invest, which is great. However, if the stock market falls, I'm screwed. Whereas if someone were to invest in the stock market as well as real estate and crypto, some of those things are reverse cyclical. And so where the stock market might fall, maybe real estate would go up, or if real estate and the stock market fell, crypto would have, a bull run. And so that is another thing that I have not taken part in that would probably be in my best interest. Now, why have I not taken part in that? Simply, I haven't done enough research. I'm not as well versed, and I am too afraid of crypto in terms of keeping track of a key in order to not lose all of your progress, and also what it would take in order to manage a property, whether that be the experience to manage a property or the capital to hire someone to do that. I don't have either. So right now I am in sort of a limbo of doing the research in order to be ready to manage a property, or earning enough capital and saving enough capital to where I can hire someone to manage a property. Either way, I don't have the business acumen to do that. And so that is why I have not started. And when it comes to crypto, again, I am too risk averse. I am not comfortable with the idea of having a key and having that key, needing to be super secure but also not forgotten. You can really lose a key, and if you do that, you would be completely screwed, and that just really scares me. The last thing that I haven't done on my journey to six figures net worth is seeking out tax efficiency. Now, I used to have this covered when I would invest in my Roth IRA. However, since I have become no longer eligible to do that, I have not made any alternative efforts in order to be tax protected when it comes to my investments. And, there's a lot of different avenues that you can take in order to do that. You can do backdoor Roth IRAs. You can consult in a financial advisor in order to do that. And I haven't done any of that. So I, have played it on the safe side and not overindulged in a Roth IRA so that I'm not penalized when tax time comes. However, I am right now only investing in an individual brokerage account, which is the least tax protected brokerage account out there right now. And so I am not taking advantage of my tax options. I don't do any tax codes that will give me a big break when tax time comes. There's a few things that I could probably do in order to save on taxes that I'm just not aware of. And if you guys are aware of any, let me know in the comments because I'm super open to this. But that is the third thing that I don't do on my journey to six figures net worth. So those are the three things that I don't do. I am not necessarily proud of these things. However, it is what it is at the moment. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know some of the things that you might not do that are probably a good idea to get started on, because I am super curious to know what you guys think about all of this. And if you guys have any advice, I am super open to that as well. So please let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.